All right. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we are speaking with Stephanie from the Museum of Lost Souls, which is a haunted property located in Columbus City, Iowa. Now, this is a new spot for the community to go out and investigate, as Stephanie just purchased it in July of this year. So stay tuned as we talk to her about the property, her experiences, and the hundreds of spirit vessels that she has required. Tonight on Unraveling the Darkness. Good evening, Aaron.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Doing all right. It's another crazy week. I mean,
Yep.
it always is, but that's why we do this, kind of unwind, right?
Yeah.
Middle of the
It's
week
our therapy
unwind.
for the week. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. What did we do last week? I
Man,
met
ghost or
you.
haunted house. Yeah.
Yep. You on the Nightmare on 17th Street with the Knights of Pythias.
Yep.
And then I met you Saturday night. And
Did a little
Keith
ghost
and your
hunting.
sister and son-in-law. It was nice to meet your family. We investigated a little bit.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, upstairs was pretty good.
Yeah, they were
Well,
really impressed with the stuff we were getting upstairs. And
and we're just, it's always when we're just talking too.
always. Yeah.
That chair slide in the dining room was pretty good.
Yeah, that was freaking loud.
Yeah.
And we were getting knocks and bangs. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was, I think, ready to talk. Probably so
Yeah.
many people coming through, and then
Right.
building up
Speaking of
energy.
so many people coming through, haunted house again this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Yep, this weekend. I tell you, it makes the weekend go by really fast, but the week go by really slow because I always look forward to Friday and Saturday.
It was fun to hang out with you guys and just kind of see how things go and hear the screams and yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And, we get the kids involved. They're all doing it this year, which makes me really happy. So,
Right. Um, People going through, we are offering the After the Haunt investigation. You can find that on the Way Out West page, and that's where the public gets to come in and investigate with us after the haunted house closes. Get to see how that energy works and feeds the spirits down there.
yeah, kind of a unique experience, get to go into an active, haunted house, right? And
Right?
after we're wrapped up for the night. And so everything's
A,
kind of set up. And yeah, it'd be cool.
a haunted house.
A haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Um,
tonight we've got Stephanie from the Museum of Lost Souls, which is a newer property, out for people to go investigate. But that's kind of good timing. Did you see the news today with the Conjuring House?
I was just getting ready to bring that up. Yeah. I saw Jason Hawes, who, he had the GoFundMe because Andrea Perrin got on and said, "Hey, Jason, I want you to buy the place." So they did the GoFundMe, and I saw he paused it. And I was like, "What's going on?" Because he paused it the other day. They needed more information.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess it's sold, so it's not going to auction.
Yeah, well, they sold. So I was looking into it more, and they sold the mortgage to it. So basically, the
Oh,
bank doesn't have anything to do with it anymore. So whoever bought that mortgage, I guess, has the choice to either foreclose on the current owner or put it to auction themselves.
oh, okay.
So one
So
step
it's
closer, hopefully, to the Conjuring House being in, hands that'll hopefully, be good for the community.
right. Hands that aren't going to charge someone $2,300 to come in and investigate, right?
Yep. And then
I
$800
see
ish to
Stephanie down
review.
here shaking her head in the
Yep.
green room too.
Yep.
That's, um, yeah, if you haven't heard about that one, anyone listening and watching, we did a podcast about that a couple weeks ago. Just an impromptu. You can find it over on YouTube about the rates of some of these places.
Yep.
So,
All right. On that note, let's bring Stephanie in.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Stephanie, how we doing?
Hello.
We're great. How are you guys?
Doing
Outstanding.
well.
Good.
You're out in Iowa. How's the weather out there? I mean, we usually talk about the weather a little bit, but our weather's it's almost been like a
It's
spring rain here every day.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it's fall.
Yeah, we're actually
we're
kind of
getting
getting
fall.
fall.
We're starting to get it. It was cold this morning. It's cold this evening. That's why I'm wearing the big heavy sweater. But
Nice.
midday it's warm. So
Yeah, that's how we were yesterday. It was cold in the morning and warmer in the afternoon, but today, like even this morning, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, I sat in my cave all day today, and the AC was on in the building, so I had my hoodie on. Then I walk outside to go home, and it was like 75 out. I'm like, oh man, gotta take this off. Like,
So, another museum of
Mhm.
cool stuff.
yes.
Let's start with what made you start a museum.
Well, I was out on a ghost hunt in Holden, Kansas, and we went antiquing because I love antiques. I love old dolls. I love just all of it. And I purchased this doll. Didn't think much of it. Thought it was just a really cool doll. And after our ghost hunt, which was at Hotel Josephine, which I don't know if they're in existence anymore or what's going on with them, but got home with this doll and I started having weird things happening. Never in a million years would think a doll would have something attached to it. So come to find out, it did. And that's what started it all.
Hotel Josephine, where was that located? Or is that located?
Holton, Kansas.
Oh, hadn't heard of that one.
It
so what made you realize that you got your hands on a haunted doll? What started happening?
shadow figures in my house.
Oh wow.
China Hutch kept opening its door and closing. That the doll was sitting at. High EMF readings on it after I realized it. I was like, yeah, this has got to get out of my house immediately. So, yeah.
And then you decided to buy more.
Yeah. My husband's like, hey, let's do this. This looks like fun.
Yeah. So how long ago was that you got your first haunted doll?
That was 5 years ago.
Wow. So yeah, pretty big escalation to, finding a doll in an antique shop to, purchasing an old haunted church, right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't know the church was haunted. We just really fell in love with it and from the outside looking in. And then when I actually toured it, I told my husband, I go, this place is off. There's something off here. And I don't know what it is yet, but there is something off. So with that, we purchased it. And then 2 weeks after being here every day, doing repairs, cleaning, all that fun stuff, this door, I'll show you guys. This door right behind me slammed closed while I was in here by myself. And it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that'd be enough to unnerve you.
And then down in the basement, we have a bathroom down there, and we have a ghost that likes to open the door when women are using the restroom, especially me.
Well, that's
We
not very
actually,
nice.
So,
yeah, we had someone on the show. What was it? Probably 6 months ago now. That she did a couple books on haunted bathrooms because of all the activity
mhm.
she was noticing in areas like that.
I think it's the water in the mirrors. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Well, that's about
So,
the only common factor, right? Between all of
yeah,
them. So yeah, I mean, it's almost got to be.
yes. I think so, anyways.
Yeah. So, how many items do you have in the museum?
As of right now, we have over 100. I think it's like 105, 106 the last time I counted.
Wow, that's
So,
quite the collection.
mhm.
The
It
majority
took
of
me
it
years.
is the majority of
Okay.
it dolls or
Uh-uh.
no?
Nope. It can be just about anything. Honestly, I have dolls. I have a coffee grinder that gives us high energy. Don't know why.
Wow.
It just does. What else do I have? I have a toy cash register that has a 15-year-old boy attached to it. It could just be just about anything, to be honest with you.
So are you called to these items when you see them, or do you just feel something from them?
I bring my EMF reader with me most of the time. The last one I just purchased, I didn't have anything with me. And I can show y'all her. I got her in the office if you guys are ready to see something haunted.
Yeah, let's see her.
I gotta put my gloves on. I never touch haunted items with my bare hands if I don't have to, because they can shock you and they can attach to you. From what I've read and learned from other people. This is Anne. She was bought at an antique store in Des Moines. And the story with her is I was looking through dolls. I was just looking through them. And my hand was sitting down and she rolled into it. Later that night, we went back to our hotel and my husband was doing EMF readings on like the Ouija boards and stuff. I purchased a lot of things that day. And she went all the way to red.
Oh,
So, and then I've gotten her name through the S box. And then the other day, this literally happened 2 or 3 days ago. I had something tell me, I go, who am I speaking with if I'm not speaking to Anne? And it said, nothing scary.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing scary. I trust you.
No, yeah, sure. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. I don't believe you, but okay.
So besides your gloves, what, you've got 100 plus, you know, um, haunted objects in your museum. What other steps are you taking to make sure, attachments don't happen?
I cleanse myself when I leave here. I cleanse myself every single time. I do not walk in my house until I cleanse myself.
Good
So
call.
so I've watched another museum. They bring an item in. They have like an isolation area that they put stuff in to kind of see what's going on with it and maybe get the names, that kind of stuff. Do you have something like that, or you just put it into your collection?
I put it in the collection, but some of them I will pull aside occasionally and just work with them alone, just to
Okay.
gain their trust and to figure out who they are, why are they attached to this.
Okay.
Most of the time, they don't answer me.
Well, I mean, I don't know that I'd be interested in telling my whole story right off, and
Exactly. So I try to gain trust with them before I actually record them. So
sure. What were you in a different spot before you came to purchase the church shirt?
yes, I was in Muscatine. I had a building in Muscatine that I was renting, and then we decided that was just gonna be too much of it was just a lot to deal
Uh-huh.
with. Things happened with one of my vessels. And I'll show you her because I can actually touch her because she's in a box. And she's broken really, really bad. And this is my most negative spirit that I own.
Okay.
Besides Mark, and he's in the very back. I'm not bringing him up here. I'm not touching him. I don't want to be threatened today.
Thanks.
That one will tell you, I want to kill you. I want you dead. So no, he can
Oh,
stay back
wow.
Oh, wow.
because she's far more sinister than he is because she can actually do things. If you
Now,
guys
did you find her broken, or did something happen that she
no,
broke?
no. I can't really go into detail as to what happened to her because it was a legal thing.
Oh,
So, with that being said, she got broke. We moved from the former building. We purchased this one.
well,
Fair enough. So, what type of stuff is going on around her that makes you say that she's your darkest one?
About a year ago, we went live with her on Halloween. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I drink just a little bit, but not enough to,
It's all right. It's
make me
Halloween.
drunk. It's Halloween. I was having a good time. And we were live and we were just like hanging out with all of our people. And as we got off the live and I was walking out of the garage, I saw a demonic black. I don't even know how to explain it. I wouldn't say demonic because I don't believe demonics out there everywhere. But with her, I saw this black figure, all black, long, sharp nails, big, wild hair, and a tail. I've seen that tail 3 times since that night, and my husband's seen it twice.
Wow.
Just a
Wow.
tail. Yeah. And yeah, she's my most active. And she told me she's gonna follow me everywhere I go. So
And that's why I have an issue with dolls.
yeah.
You know, some of these places we've been to, there's like dolls. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
My sister's the same way. She's exactly the same way. And she's a paranormal investigator too. So I'm like, you gotta deal with it. We gotta move through it.
Yep. I
Now,
tell
do you
you,
have
I think
groups?
the creepiest doll I've come across, and I don't even think anything was attached to it, but you remember in the Whiteface house in the basement, those 2 baby dolls
Oh,
that were
those
just
2
burned
dolls.
up that they had nailed to the wall? There was
Yeah.
something about those things that were just, yeah, it didn't sit right with me, but we didn't get any activity around them, but that we know
Nope.
of.
No.
Sometimes they just look scary. That's all it is. Sometimes they
It's all it
just look
takes, right?
scary, but
Dark
there's
basement.
nothing.
Yeah, they were definitely
Well,
weird.
crazy clown baby doll.
Hmm
Crazy clown baby
We have
doll. Yep.
so far we know we have 5 resident ghosts that came with the building. We have 5. We have 3 men, a boy, and a woman. So far that we know. And the male downstairs, his name is John. He likes to open doors down there to the creepy room that I don't like to go in. I won't even go down there tonight. I'm like, nope, staying upstairs. As soon as I'm done with you guys, laptop's getting closed
Chilling,
and I'm going
well
out the
lit.
door. Because they were already active all day today. My security footage shows that somebody was in the building and nobody was in the building. So
Interesting.
Wow.
yep.
Wow. Do you let teams come in and investigate your museum?
Yep, I sure do. We have a daytime tour, we have overnights, we have a private tour. So yes, we do let y'all come on in and have a good time in here.
Nice.
Why don't you tell us a
And
little bit about what you get on each one of those real quick?
I'm sorry?
the
So
kind
why
of
don't you tell
feedback.
us about oh, we're getting feedback?
No. The kind of feedback you get from teams. That's what you were
I
looking for,
have
right?
I've gotten some feedback where there's like our S boxes were going crazy. We had lots of conversations. When we played music, they got more active. I have a whole book where people just write with what they find in there.
Oh, nice. So you said you offer like 3 different types of tours. Well, you know, a
Yes.
day tour, a guided VIP, and then a nighttime. What do people get out of each one of those? Like if a group was to come, you know, what can they
Okay,
expect?
so day tour, we have all the equipment set out. All of my paranormal equipment is set out along the vessels, so you get to actually interact with them. It's not like, oh, you're just gonna come and look. No, you get to interact and you get to ghost hunt for 2 hours. And that's $15 a person. My privates
Wow.
are basically the same, but they're 100 and you can have 6 people and you can go wild in there. I give you a quick tour, and then you guys get to ghost hunt as much as you want. My overnights, they're $250 right now, but for weekends right now. Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is our $100 day. So if you want to book an overnight during the week, it's only $100. So
Wow.
we're doing a special.
Well,
So
thank you for keeping investigations affordable. First off,
Yes.
I mean, that's, you heard at the beginning where we talked about, you know, the Conjuring House and recently, of course, the Warrens Museum and everything that was with that. So yeah, we appreciate, you know, we're investigators first. then did this second. But we appreciate those affordable places, and I know a lot of people
Yeah,
do.
I even questioned if that was too high, like 250. I was even questioning if that was too high. So the fact that I don't feel like I'm that high anymore, and then I'm seeing like what's going on with all these other places, I'm just like, they must not
Right,
want people to come and visit them.
right. Yeah.
So
I don't know how far you are from us, but sounds like you have a cool place, and we might go into. We're
it just depends where you guys are at. I can tell you, we're 2 hours from Des Moines. We're 3 hours from Chicago.
we're much further than that. I think we're probably 10
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, probably.
We're in Cheyenne, Wyoming, by the way. We should have told you
Oh,
that
yeah. You're
before, but
pretty far.
yeah, we're used to traveling to get to really cool places.
We do.
So
We do.
yeah, we just did. So we did Yates Center, Kansas, Whiteface House. That was 10 hours. We just did Butte, Montana. That was 10 hours. So yeah, that's a good starting time for us is 10 hours.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it looks like we're
so
looking about 11 and a half.
okay, that's not
So
a.
it's
And
still
Brenda's
right
over there
there in
like,
our,
yeah, same thing.
yeah.
When you live out west, that's what happens. So,
Hmm.
um, what is your favorite item in your museum? Do you have a favorite? Do you have one that
I
you?
do. I do. And that's my Michael. He is in love with me. And he's just the sweetest vessel you'll ever meet. And he loves women. He loves them. I don't think he was ever married. He won't give me too much information, but the other girls were picking on him and said, he loves you. He wishes you were his. And I'm like, no.
That's
Yeah, Michael's
hilarious.
my favorite.
Nice. Um, is there anything, any anything that's happened there that has totally surprised you? Like coming in and maybe s- someone, I think of a doll right off or something just being out of place or on the floor. Does that happen
I
often
think the
there?
thing that surprises me the most is when I come in and doors are wide open and I leave them closed.
Oh,
Every day when I end, all the doors are closed. And we actually have a base one that the creepy room, the door that keeps opening on that, that door is extremely hard to open. I mean, really hard to open. And I came in one day and it was wide open and I'm like, really, guys? The door? So that one kind of surprised me. And as I was walking down the basement, I hear, "Hi, I'm John." And then I turn around and the door's wide open. So I'm like, okay, okay.
Wow. So you say you had a security system. Do you have cameras set up in there yet?
Everywhere. Everywhere in this place.
Nice.
We are trying to catch stuff. They're
Yep.
they're hard to catch, but when you catch them, you do catch them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I always wondered why more places didn't do that. I've always thought like a live stream or something would be cool too. They used
I
to
know
do those in
Melbourne
a couple
used to do
places,
it.
like in the early 2000s.
Melbourne used to do it. Melbourne Manor,
Yep.
they used to do it back in the day. And
Yep.
there's a couple other places like McIntyre Villa, they do it. She has security cameras all over the place.
yeah. I think she has it where if
Queen
you do her
Anne's,
Patreon or something, you get the access to the live stuff there.
Oh,
see,
interesting.
that's a
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah,
That's a really good idea.
that's yeah. That's another source of people to just watch and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I'd have it up on a monitor at work. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
got four
Yeah.
monitors at work. I'll put one up as a live feed on that and keep an eye.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. There's times I come in and just watch the old footage. I'm like, what happened this week? Well, I was gone this day, or you know.
You see who's opening the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Um, how many how many teams have you had in? Because this is a new. How long have you been in this building first?
Since July.
Okay, and how many teams have you had in since then to investigate?
I've had one so far. It's really hard to get booked out here because we are so far away from everything, but I have more coming at the end of this month. I have a lot
Good.
more at the end of this month.
Nice.
So,
Nice. It'll be great to probably get them in and get some of that feedback from them as to what they
'cause
find.
I
And
want to know. I want to know who's here. I want to know. And they won't answer me, but maybe they'll answer somebody else.
right.
So,
Yeah. Get that
So
different energy.
with all the vessels in the museum, I guess what kind of guidelines do you have set up for investigators to, number one, make sure they're not being disrespectful to the spirits, but also doing anything to inadvertently, become attached or anything like that?
just don't touch them with your bare hands. You can put your devices up to them, you can do all that stuff, but don't touch them with your bare hands. Don't let them touch your skin, period. That's my only advice. Just don't touch them. And you should have a great night if you don't. Some of them don't want to be touched either. They will get very angry and start acting out. So, just like any other normal person would, they
Right?
don't want you
Yeah.
touching them.
Just don't walk up and touch. Yeah.
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 I know a lot of places
And
have
they
gone
ask that.
to a lot of places have gone to no Ouija boards, no conjuring in their facility.
Yep.
Is that
Yep, same here. No Ouija boards.
yeah,
That's a big rule for me. I don't want portals open because my kids do have to come here.
right?
So,
Well,
Right.
and you have enough stuff, right? I mean, you're
yes.
already dealing with so many different items and personalities probably.
Yep.
And I've gotten to know these spirits, and I flat out tell them, don't act up. The moment you start acting up with the kids is the moment you're getting sent to a certain big museum.
Yep.
I won't say that name, but
Enjoy
they'll get sent to a
enjoy
certain big
Vegas.
museum.
Yep.
Go,
Yeah,
go with
yeah.
that person. Go deal with that
threaten
yelling
them.
and
I'm like,
screaming.
Yeah, I would say one more rule, at least, what we're starting to deal with at the nights, with, groups coming in is no cleansing either. It's fine to
Mm,
cleanse
yes,
yourself, but I don't need the offers for you to, come in and cleanse the spirits out of my building. Like we have a very good relationship and understanding. No one's ever been hurt. No one's ever, like, yeah, it may be scary. That doesn't mean you need to kick them out of where they
yeah.
are, right? Like,
mhm.
And I tell people that all the time. I go, you may be scared of them, but they're scared of you too. Just know
yeah,
that.
it
But they're
doesn't mean
scared of
they're
you too.
evil.
Some of them are. Yeah. And
Right.
some of them, yeah. Just don't be disrespectful when you come in here. Don't cleanse. Don't use a Ouija board. Don't do that kind of stuff because you're just going to piss them off. That's all you're going to
Yep.
do.
Right. And the last thing you want to do is spend a night with a pissed off spirit, right?
Right? Yeah.
So
Sorry,
At
I've got allergies and a cold. So,
you're good.
At least with the ones we deal with here locally, they kind of let you know when they're irritated because it'll be the nicest conversation. And then all of a sudden,
Mhm.
across the spirit box or the app, it'll start being like, I'm evil, devil, hell. And we always say, no, you're not. If you want to stop talking, just tell us stop and we'll leave,
yeah,
but
I tell them that
it's
all the
almost every
time.
time. It's so funny. It's like, no, you
Yeah.
don't need to try to scare us off. Like we're in here almost every weekend. Come on, man. Just tell us.
I know. Every day I come in here and I get told, leave, go away, not welcome. And I'm like, I own the building. There's
You're like,
nothing you
I
can do,
brought you
guys.
here. Yep.
Oh, I
If
don't
I,
think it's my vessels.
You damn
Yeah.
squatters. Yep. No.
Yeah, I think it's the ghosts that are still
That were
here
previously
that
oh,
there.
have
attached to the
not
building.
attached to the building. So that's
Yeah.
the thing is because my guys are always happy when I come in. Always happy, always want to chit chat, all that fun stuff. So
Well, July hasn't been that long. I mean, build that relationship with the ones that are there, and
yeah.
who knows in the long run, right?
I think I've started to because they haven't really gotten like physical with us lately. They've been more like just leave. So they did get physical with my husband one night, and this is why I'm fearful of being here at night because this chair I'm sitting in, they tried to push him out of it.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have video footage of that, and I'm just like, I don't want to be here at night
Yeah,
alone.
that would be a little intense.
Mm-hmm. So as soon as we're done here, I'm turning off all lights and walking on out.
Nice.
I'm so excited to get out of here today.
do you see when you have the kids there? Do you see a different energy out of stuff? More that
Oh yeah.
we all know about the younger kids and the kids that are like in their teens and going through that puberty era. You end up with like
Mhm.
poltergeist type stuff coming around. Do you see that type of
Um,
activity when the kids are around?
no, actually, they calm it down quite a
Oh,
bit for my kids. They don't want to scare them. Of course, I think my daughter might be a little bit on the sensitive side because she goes right up to like the most haunted one. She goes, Mama, I know there's a ghost attached to that one. So I'm like, okay.
she could be your next person out there looking for stuff to put in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
So have you had anybody bring you items yet, or has it all been stuff that
Yes.
you've gone out and acquired?
Yes. I get donations all the time. People just bring them. Some people have left them on the front porch. Some people have smelled them to me. I've had people walk in and say, "Hey, I want to give this to you." So I'm like, okay. I
Nice.
actually have one that was donated. Her name is Lisa. Um, the woman that donated her, she lives over in Muscatine, and she said it had been in her dad's attic for like 20 years, and it freaked everybody out. Well, I had some people come in, and they had a girl that came through. I got the name Lisa, and then they got the name Lisa. I hadn't told anybody that I had gotten that name yet. I just kept it to myself. I wrote it down. I was like, okay, that could be your name, or it could be somebody else in here because we have a lot of unknown spirits. Um, so I wrote it down, and then we had an overnight that night, and they had had a full conversation with this 14-year-old girl that was supposedly murdered. No, I'm not going to say anymore because it's just graphic and I don't want to talk about it. It's gross.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
So that was one that was donated. I have a couple negatives that were donated. Don't have names for them, but I don't work in the negative room too often. That's my husband's thing. He bought the negatives. He gets to work with them.
You're proud now.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. When's your next group in?
I have one this weekend. So
I bet you're
right.
excited to see what they find.
I am so excited. I cannot wait. I'm surprised they're not like doing anything right now because I have motion sensed Halloween decorations up right now, and as soon as anything goes near, oh, my EMF reader is going crazy over here on Marie. And she got excited about that.
So you've started breaking up a couple times when you were talking about dolls, some of the specific dolls. You started breaking up, and then you'd be fine again.
Yeah.
Which that actually
That's
happens more than you
weird.
think doing the podcast. We've had demonologists on, we had an exorcist on, and he started talking about stuff, and yeah, things start going wonky.
That's crazy because like I'm literally sitting right next to my internet router, like literally sitting right next to it. So that's why I'm sitting in my office. This is the hottest room in the whole entire building, and because my internet router is right here. So, that is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty common. This isn't the only. I've watched some other podcasts or listened to some where stuff like that happens, where they'll start talking about an item or have an item, and then stuff starts going a little crazy. Just
Doesn't
before the
surprise
show,
me
we were
though.
talking about last week we had Pin Paranormal out of Kansas, and I went to shut everything down to leave my studio, and I had shut down, and my computer started back up. I had shut down, and my computer started back up. And I'm like, maybe I hit restart. And I hit shut down, and my computer started back up. And I was like, okay. So I just turned it off, and I'm like, I'll deal with it tomorrow night. I'm sure it'll do it again. Nope, it's been fine since then. And we
Oh
didn't
wow,
even.
that is wild.
It was just normal, paranormal talk and about places and stuff. But yet here, something crazy happened. Just how it
That is
is.
crazy.
I have this little guy over here. You can kind of see him in the corner. He's been in the family since I can remember. So my grandmother had him, and I'm, 70s baby. So he's been around probably 60 or 70 years. And yeah, he's kind of creepy. Like the whole family is like, no. And we actually had him out in the garage for a long time. I finally started taking him to events when we put those on. So, and I know Jason has a little collection of stuff. So kind of we pick up or collect some stuff from places we go. And our coolest one is something that we just picked up, and both of us were able to get it. So we kind of have our own little museums. I'm going to step right over here for a second just to grab this.
Yeah, so I know what he's bringing over, so I'll kind of segue into it. Yeah, we got this in Dumas Brothel up in Butte, Montana. And yeah, it's the longest running brothel. Closed in, what was it, 1989?
1982, and I'm going
Oh,
to
82.
just so I can get focused again.
Reveal.
Yeah. Wow. Magic. Magic Man, shake and bake. Sorry. Yeah, so it ran until 1982. We did the tour. We got there during the day, and the next day we went and did the tour before we were doing our overnights, because we did 2 overnights there. And they had crates in the basement. There was 4 crates, and then from what I understand, in the back there was probably even more, because Michelle had gone back there to see it. But we were able to work out. He had Prohibition liquor from the Prohibition era, and it was actually had all labels that were this Ledsall, but they all had like different. This says lacquer finish and polish, but it was like the same stuff and the same label, and it said like auto polish and all these different
Auto
polishes,
polish.
so that it could be
That is cool.
transported. So we were able to work out a deal, and we each got a bottle of this Prohibition liquor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
and
is
So-
really
it's actually
cool.
pretty hard to find them with the liquor still in them. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of a once in a lifetime find, I think, for us. Aaron's
That
going
is. That's
blurry. See,
really
this is the stuff we're talking about. Just
I'm
weird
all
stuff.
blurry.
I have
So
a lot
yeah,
of weird
there's
stuff too.
There's a book right under the Unraveling the Darkness. Gina's pretty in tune with the spirits, and we did a event up in Mitchell, South Dakota, and we went to a flea market beforehand, and she was like, I'm getting called to like these books, and so we pull it, and she's like, I'm supposed to take it with us tonight. Like, okay. And we did, and we put it on this table of all this stuff, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I think a lot of investigators might have little collections of things from different places, kind of their own little museum,
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's just
So-
something we all do. Every single one of us do it.
right. So it's pretty fun to collect that stuff, or collect something from somewhere you go. I think we've gotten into
Mhm.
pins now, where we've tried to pick something up from everywhere that we're hitting. So
Yep.
pretty
And the
neat.
vials of dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the vials of dirt. I don't know why. It's just, yeah, it's cool.
Crazy
Well, if you
places.
ever come, you can take a vial of dirt with you.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they say you're kind of looking, 10 to 11 hours for places that we hit. And I think,
Mhm.
yeah, you're right on the edge of that, where I think it's doable.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah, it's something that we'll look
send me a
into for
message and
sure.
we'll figure it out.
Sweet.
I'll
Nice.
give you a good deal.
You already
Like
have a
a-
good deal, so
Yeah.
Oh, I
Don't-
know.
don't shortchange yourself. I think that that's a pretty decent rate. A lot of us pull out of pocket to do it, and
Mm-hmm.
it can get pretty pricey some places.
It is.
Yep.
So
It is. I think the most expensive place I've ever been to, which one was it? It's between Velisca and another one. I can't remember the other one, but Velisca was pretty high priced for, the size of the building. And I
Yeah.
got more activity in other places, to be honest with you. But
right,
I love it. I still got activity. It wasn't like it was completely dead. I'm just saying, for $400 and plus is kind of like, it's a little
That's a lot of
high.
money. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot
It
of
is.
money.
It is. I agree. It's ridiculous. I would never charge $400 a night, period. I think that's
yeah.
gross.
Well, and we've gotten
So,
like this year. We were like, look, if we're going to travel this amount of distance, then we're going to do 2 nights.
that's what we're getting ready to do too.
And you're dropping $1,000 in 2 nights, and that's just, it's like, holy
Mhm.
cow. But yeah, so a little off the beaten path, but I think that that's still a great rate.
Absolutely.
hmm We are in the
Well,
middle of
especially
nowhere,
you've
and
got
nobody will bother
yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Hmm.
But
um,
you've not only got a haunted building though, you've gotten this, large collection of objects that you've curated over years now. You're
Hmm.
doing the care for them every day, you're interacting with them, right? You're
Yep.
doing what you should do, right? You're interacting with
Yes.
spirits and forming a relationship with them. So, no,
Yeah.
I think 250 is more than reasonable.
Yeah. And you
what are
guys
your
get a full tour with me before I tell you everything you need to know before I walk out that door. So I know
wow?
that you're taken care of for the night and you know everything you need to know about these vessels. I actually made a book with every single vessel and
Wow,
all my information,
Oh,
vessels,
that's
where
cool.
they're at,
that's awesome.
restaurants, gas stations that are 15 minutes away, both directions. So,
That was kind of my next question. Like, what do your neighbors think of this, or what do the townspeople think? Yeah,
think they're okay with it. I haven't really talked to anyone. I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't. I'm a shy person. So when I come in, I'm just one track mind, get in the building, get done what I need to get done. My neighbors next door are extremely nice, very nice people, but everybody hoped it was gonna be a church again. And I'm like,
Ah,
well, we have about 20 churches within, short little
walking
area.
distance. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I think you could find another one because nobody wanted to put the money that's gonna have to be put into this building before it's all said and done.
Right.
So
yeah.
that's all I gotta say. I mean, that basement's a mess.
So I guess
How
looking
long?
forward, what's your ultimate goal for the property? Kind of what's your like happy end state with it, where you're happy and satisfied with what you've done.
I am happy and satisfied with what I'm done right now. I mean, I'm
Awesome.
very happy with my life right now. I love what I do. I get to get up in the morning, interact with ghosts every day. That was always my dream job. I'm like, how could it be any better? But maybe more profitable, maybe just a little bit more profitable so I can pay the bills. That's it. Just these bills on this building. That's it. And to make money to put back into it. That's what
Right.
I'm more
Well, we hope
concerned
that
about.
this is a
I'm
good.
not going to make any.
We hope that this is a good start to people to learn
I
about
hope
it
so.
and know where it's at, and you know, hit up podcasts, hit up people that do this. Like this
I
is
do podcasts anytime anybody asks me. If you want me on your podcast, I'll come on because I love doing podcasts.
Nice.
nice. Yeah, it gets it out there, it gets it knowing. That's what you
Yeah.
need in this
Yeah.
field. So
Well, and anytime you have an event or, something special you want to promote, go ahead and shoot it over to us, and we'll get it out on the page. Push what we can for you as well.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. That would be great. I'd love that.
nice. Well, Stephanie, it's been great having you on, and
Yes.
learning about the Museum of Lost Souls. It's going to go into we're looking at doing a hat, just a hat for next. We travel. We do one big travel thing a year, and
Mhm.
now each of us are going to pick a place. I think it's coming down to maybe more places than what each of us want, and we're going to throw them in the hat and figure out what our next place is. Hopefully, we
That's a
pick the
good way to
Museum of
do it.
Lost Souls.
That is awesome. That's the best way to do it. If your whole group can't decide, throw them in a hat and
Yep.
then,
Yeah,
Yep. I
definitely.
mean,
You
at the
know,
end of the day, we're still going out ghost hunting, right? It's
exactly.
win-win.
that's all that matters. Yeah, spending
Exactly.
time with our friends, doing
All
what
that
we like,
matters.
right?
Yep.
Getting out there and having a good time ghost hunting. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it can be rough, doing the 10 to 11 hours out to a location, but we have some awesome road trips. We've got stories
Hmm.
off every single one of them. And, that's just as good. It's is the friends you made along the way, right? Or what does Gina say?
Exactly.
Making memories.
Making memories. There we go. Yep. So, it's a whole thing. So yeah, it's good.
Well, Stephanie, thank you for coming on tonight. Yeah, like
Yes.
Jason said, if you have anything you want to promote, please get it to us and we'll get it on our page. And we hope you have a good night and you get more items in there that are pretty cool.
I
We'd
get
love to
them
come out
monthly.
sometime. What's that?
I get them in monthly. I go shopping all the time. I'm a woman. I mean, come
Nice.
on.
Nice.
All right, guys. It was so nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, we're
Likewise,
gonna throw you into the
Stephanie. Thank
green
you.
room, and we'll come back over to you when we close out the show.
Awesome.
Sounds like a really cool place.
Dude, yeah. That's God, I keep coming up with places that I want to put in the hat, man. Maybe we should come up with 2 each or 3 each and throw them in. And
Right? And
like I
then it
said, no
just,
matter what, we're
again, like
ghost
you
hunting.
said, it doesn't matter where you pick, right?
Yeah. It's going to be a
'Cause
hell
we're
of a
doing
trip and we're going to have a lot of fun, you know?
doing what
So,
we like with our friends. And
Yep.
ultimately, that's what I wanted to do. I started way out west, as Gene and I'm like, hey, let's find some like-minded people. And we
Yep.
did. We've made great friends with you and Michelle, and our own little family, and we get to have some fun and travel and see some cool things while we do it.
yeah, absolutely. I've been loving it. So, yeah, we'll just keep on trucking, man.
Yeah. There will not be a show next week on Wednesday. We have been invited to the paranormal panel at the Laramie County Library. So we're going to go down there. We did a presentation during October last year for a couple hours. They have asked us back, and we are doing that with Victoria J., who we've had on the show, the G-Man folklorist, and Carrie Bergen out of Denver, who is a haunted doll collector.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great opportunity for us to do something in the town for spooky season, right?
Yep. Get out,
So-
talk to the community and let them learn a little more about what, we really do and, share some cool stories and have some fun.
Yeah. So we'll
And I
be
know
back
we're-
in 2 weeks. Next week, you are going to see the post. We are celebrating 1 year with Unraveling the Darkness. We've been
I
doing
cannot
this for a year
believe how
now.
quick this has come.
Yeah. We've been live every Wednesday for a year now.
Yep.
There was one night we didn't have a show, but we did come on.
Yep.
So yeah, next week we're going to take that break for a week, still do something spooky, and then we will see you the following week. Our 1 year anniversary show is going to be the 29th. That post is coming out. You'll see that post next week. I'm pretty excited. We're going to
Yeah.
bring back some of the people that we've talked to over the year, just to bring them back and see what's going on. It won't be long segments, be like 15 minutes with each guest, but I'm excited to bring some of those people back, and I know you are
Yep.
too.
Some of the
know?
people that helped kick off the show. And
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been a year, man. That is just crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. We've done a lot this year, and yet we haven't done a lot.
Enough. Yep.
Like
It's never
we've-
enough.
we've investigated, we've been filming, and we've been doing this, and yet we haven't edited anything and got anything out.
Yep.
So that's where we're at. We have stuff ready to be edited and get out on YouTube so y'all can see what's going on. But we just need to find the time.
Yep.
So
Yep, exactly. It's coming.
it's coming. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. Go follow the Museum of Lost Souls. They're easy to find on Facebook, TikTok, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Unraveling the Darkness would like to thank Horn Paranormal Research and Twinkle Twinkle Little Store for sponsoring our show. If you're craving more paranormal content, don't forget to check out our YouTube and Facebook channels at Way Out West Paranormal and Unraveling the Darkness. You can catch all of our episodes of Unraveling the Darkness on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe as it helps others find the show and join in on the paranormal fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, keep your lights on, stay safe, and remember, the truth is out there, and it might just be closer than you think.